I've posted a few videos now, but it was time to make a statement. A video that would capture the eyes of many. I needed something big. So I went searching for the man sitting at the head of the YouTube footy table. The man that was unrightfully dismissed from the iconic Macazad.
Big name.
And what I ended up finding was quite remarkable.
G'day Cam, thanks for having me on the channel. Really excited to be here, but mate, I have 3 exciting trick shots for you to give a go. They're not going to be easy. Good luck, my friend.
The stars had aligned. The Big Mac was on board. Let's find out what he's got in store for us.
Shot number 1, Cam, this is what it's all about. I want you to mark the footy between your legs while facing the opposite direction. I really don't know how you're going to get this done, but I'm excited to see you give it a go.
So we've made our way down to Teacher Gully Football Club. Got some cones set up, kicking behind me here, marking over there. I'm down with Pat. We're going to alternate kicking and marking, and hopefully one of us can pull it off. Let's do it. And so it was time to put our footy skills to the test and do what no man had done before. To dive straight into the deep end and put our calves on show. To prove to the footy community that marking the ball in the hands is not the only option. We were off to a strong start, but things quickly bounced at right angles as my calves took an absolute battering. It was time to give the little boys a rest and let Pat step up to the plate. It was clear he had the secret, looking so majestic with each attempt. Oh, what an effort! It was only a matter of time. There it is! Next challenge.
Shot number 2, Cam, I want you to have a snap from the boundary line and not just kick the goal. I want you to land it in a bin which is behind the goal line.
The classic snap from the boundary line. Different day from the first shot. It's looking tough, it's looking difficult. I have actually been out here to attempt this shot on a different day. So many hitting the edge of the bin. Frustrating. I'll be positioned somewhere over here, bin, behind the goals, and we'll see how we go. Hopefully today is the day. Let's do it. I may have sounded optimistic in that clip, but I was feeling just as beaten as my calves were from the first challenge. Day 1's attempts had really taken its toll on me. I knew I could do it, I just didn't know when. I was pretty good at kicking goals though, really working the angles. Okay, maybe not that, but still better than 1 goal 7. It was now a waiting game, a rebuild if you will, and that I did. After a number of close attempts, I'd become quietly confident. I could suddenly hear Bruce McAvaney's voice in the back of my mind.
This is delicious footwork, the balance, the thought process.
It was a true Peter LaFleur, Patches O'Houlihan moment. This was going to be special. The miracle on grass, the Hawks 3-peat, Buddy's 1000th were all about to become a mere shadow of this moment. It was all on this kick. Time for challenge 3.
Alright Cam, you've done pretty well so far, but this gets even trickier. This is shot number 3. I want you to do a dribble kick from the 50-metre line. There'll be a hoop between the goals. You need the ball to bounce up and go through the hoop. This is ridiculous. This cannot be done. Prove it to us, Cam.
Now there was no specification on what hoop had to go between the goals. Now you might have been thinking basketball hoop, but I was thinking this hoop. I'm going to be tying it up between the goals, so it's going to be facing upright, dribble along the ground. I'm going to be out there somewhere, but it's going to be good. What a journey so far. We've had highs, we've had lows, and it was time to finish the job. But Caden was adamant I couldn't do it.
This cannot be done.
And he was right. Well, sort of. It turns out 50 metres is pretty far for this shot, so I changed it to 35. I couldn't let that bring me down. I'd suffered enough through the first 5 weeks of Port Adelaide season. I needed this. A couple close early, but it didn't mean much, as we all know how unpredictable the bounce of the ball is. If it wasn't through the hoop, it might as well have hit the camera. Oh wow, how about that? Shot after shot, retrieve bowls, kick, retrieve bowls, kick. It was a vicious cycle, but it turns out I was exactly where I wanted to be. I'd planned for this. This was my time. This was my AFL Grand Final. It's moments like this that separate the great from the good, and we're about to find out exactly where I stand. I've done it! Mark your history books because that was special. Mid-year draft, look out. So I hope you enjoyed the video. A huge thanks to Caden for the challenges. Hit that subscribe button, and until next time, see you later.